Welcome back to Metals, Money, and Markets. We are here at February 15th from MiningClips.com. Rob Goodman, and as always, Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist, will run us through this. Okay, Mickey, a pretty good day here in the metals, at least to recover most of them. Gold finished in positive ground.
Gold had a plus or minus week. It had a couple of good days. Closed the day at 13.21, up $7 on the week. DXY was range bound and was up and down. Silver didn't do quite so well, lost 4 cents to 15.76. It is increasingly range bound in this upper $15 range. Platinum gained $7, went above 800 to 805. Big winner, we keep saying this, was palladium. Soared again this week above 1400, closed at 1417, up 2%. I called a parabolic top on this in the upper 1300s a couple of 3 weeks ago, and it's blown right past that. We should look at the platinum to palladium ratio. We talked about that last week as approaching an all-time low. It lost another point to 0.57 and only a point off its all-time low. Meanwhile, platinum to gold remains at its all-time low of 0.61.
And meanwhile, copper here lost a penny.
It had an up and down week. It really blows as the trade winds blow, but it looks like a more normal market right now. Closed at 280, as you said, down a penny. In moderate contango with a very active second month, and that's in stark contrast to what we saw over the last 6 months of last year.
And heading over the energy markets, oil right back to the upside.
Yeah, a big move as the bulls are in control. Up 5 days in a row, closed at 55.76, almost 6% gain. The metrics don't show any reason why this should happen. Rigs +2. U.S. production flat, 11.9 million barrels. Stocks were up 3.5 million barrels. That should be negative for WTI. But the real controlling factor here is OPEC production down, with Venezuela continue to sink lower and lower, and Saudi Arabia made some pretty good cuts over the month. Meanwhile, uranium is in the red for 3 weeks in a row. But get this, it's only lost 25 cents, and we said this before. It's treading water until this Section 232 decision comes out, expected in early to mid-April.
And the dollar was roaring here, pulled back today, but still positive.
Yeah, it is at 2019 highs, but it had a bit of an up and down week. Once again, trade war, trade talks, trade tariffs ongoing, and that is basically controlling the ups and downs on the dollar. Closed at 96.88 for a 0.2% gain. Eurozone has problems, but that's not news. And perhaps DXY's strength, it was above 97 for a significant part of the week, has to do with the euro's weakness. Closed at 113 and change. Meanwhile, the loonie was flat at 0.7549. Not much to say about that. You would expect if the Canadians can get their ducks in a row with Venezuelan heavy crude going offline now, the world is in a bit of a hurt for heavy sour crude, and the problem is Canadians can't get a pipeline in.
And wrapping up the equity markets here, all black, go launch here, back on track, Dow leading the way.
Yeah, U.S. markets, positive trade talks, very bullish for the market. All U.S. markets surged. Dow at 25,883. Geez, we haven't seen this level since maybe end of November, late November. Up 3%. S&P 500, 2776. Again, a high since mid-November. NASDAQ 7472, also a 2.5% gain. The positive vibe from the trade talks Trump's wall looks like a non-event, even though he did declare an executive order. The Amazon venture into Queens, they gave up on that. We got a big split in the Democratic Party right now between the crony capitalist corporate welfare of the usual Dems and the hard left socialist leaning wing of the Democrats. So they're fighting it out now. No volatility in the market. Ended the week at around 15.
And wrapping up the venture exchange, eked out a gain here.
Yeah, it was up and down all week. On much lower volumes. It had a bullish day today, probably led by gold in the U.S. market. Closed at 616, up 4 points on the week.
Okay, Mickey. Appreciate the insight, and catch up with you next week.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rob.